Hello, folks. Welcome to the Unit 3 quiz review. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Match the variable type with each graph. So a dot plot. Is it for quantitative data or is it for categorical data? Well, a dot plot is actually for quantitative data. No, what am I doing? Dot plot is categorical data. Excuse me. Gosh. Bad. So I should start over. You know what? I'm not going to because I don't want to. Categorical data. Yes, dot plot is for categorical data. Bar graph. Bar graph is also for categorical data. Histogram. Histogram, as we've known recently, is for quantitative data. And stem plot. Stem plot is also for quantitative data. There you go. Dot plot, bar graph are for categorical, and histogram and stem plot are for quantitative. Very nice. What are the 4 steps to the statistical problem solving process? Okay, so the first step is, remember, to ask questions. Ask questions. Okay, here we go. The second step is to collect data. Collect data. Step 3 is to analyze the data. And step 4, finally, is to interpret the results. Remember, we had these in our notes back in 3.1, I believe. All right, so those are 4 steps. Know those 4 steps. Know the order of them. You're going to want to know that. Problem number 3, find the percentages of the relative frequency table. Okay, so we have total of 200, and so favorite kids show, we have Bluey, Paw Patrol, and SpongeBob. Bluey, 72 out of 200. So 72 out of 200 is, I believe, 36%. 62 out of 200 is 31%. So of course you can divide them, right? 62 divided by 200, right? 66 out of 200, 66 divided by 200 is 33%. And this should add up to 100. 36 plus 31 plus 33 is 100. So it checks out, works out. So name the shape of each dot plot. So we have 3 dot plots here. We're going to go through them, naming the shape. Of course, the one on the left is, symmetrical. So yeah, I'm just going to simply say symmetrical. Pretty even on both left and right side. Dot plot number 2, I would say, is skewed left. Skewed left. And dot plot number 3, I would say skewed right. All right. So just remember the shape. So remember that the side it tails off to is the skewed side. So this tails to the left, skewed left. This one tails to the right, skewed right. A good stem and leaf plot. Let's go back to this. A good stem and leaf plot. I got to make sure I have good enough answers here. This is the same question that we had in our skill check. So hopefully I can write this in here without being too sloppy. But shows the first digits of the number. Shows the first digit of the number. Shows the first digits of the number. As the stem, and shows the last digit as the leaves. So as the stem, shows last digit as leaf. Now, to keep my answers kind of from running into each other, I'm going to go ahead and switch to red for part 2 so that you can tell the difference between the lines. A second thing a good stem and leaf plot has is it usually uses whole numbers. Anything that has a decimal point is rounded to the nearest whole number. For example, test results, speeds, heights, and weights. So it's not out of the realm of using decimals, but usually uses whole numbers is true. Anything with decimal is rounded. All right, I'm just going to leave it at that one. Let's go back to blue again so we can tell the difference. The third thing is it looks like a bar graph when it's turned on its side. This is true. It looks like a bar graph when turned on its side. All right, and then fourth and final thing is that it shows how the data are spread. It shows how the data are spread. Anything I want to add to that? Not really. Let's just keep it at that. Okay. So there we go. So we know those 4 facts. Okay, this is memorization. Make sure you read those basically and recognize them on tomorrow's quiz. Number 6, problems per test. How many tests had more than 50 problems? So we're missing a key on this. Unfortunately, remember every stem plot is supposed to have a key. So maybe I just I probably cut it off when I screenshotted it. So it's my fault. That's my fault. But let's go ahead and add a key real quick. So a key. So for example, 3/4 equals 34. So just so you know, so of course 2 is 22, 3 is 23, 1 is 31, 4 is 34, and so on and so forth. So 7 is 57. So how many tests had more than 50 problems? Well, 57, that's 1. 58, that's 2. Another 58, that's 3. Another 58, that's 4. Another 58, that's 5. Then we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, which is the 61, the 63, the 64, 64 again, 67, and 68. So these numbers right here, all 11 of them, those all have more than 50, right? That's all higher than 50, so 11. Excuse me. All right, number 7. How many trees weigh more than 250 centimeters, or trees were more than 250 centimeters tall? So 250 is right here. So we have 50 in this column, and we have, that one's tough. I'm gonna say 11 on this one. So if there's 50 here and 11 here, then I'm gonna say that there are 61 trees taller, right? Or more than, yeah, so taller than 250 centimeters. There you go. So we're looking pretty much at these 2 bars. And we're just kind of combining them together. So like I said, I think that's 50 here and 11 here, so a total of 61. And then number 8, intervals are sometimes called, I believe it's bins, classes, and buckets, but I want to make sure I have that right. So bins, classes, or buckets. All right. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Very short quiz review. Quiz is pretty much just as long as that. So I think it's only 8 questions as well. Let me just go double check it real quick. Yeah, 8 questions. So yep, same thing pretty much. That's gonna be it though. I will see you guys in class. Best of luck to you. Bye for now.